सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणं मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः सुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः। ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै। श्लोक नंबर 6। अथ दशमोऽध्यायः। श्रीभगवानुवाच महर्षयः सप्त पूर्वे चत्वारो मनवस्तथा मद्भावा मानसा जाताः येषां लोक इमाः प्रजाः। So in this 3 verses 4, 5 and 6, Bhagavan is presenting this twofold manifestation called glories, vibhuti. One is the subtle mental conditions, daya, buddhi, all of them are subtle conditions. Bhagavan said those subtle conditions are also manifestation of me. So in your all mental conditions also you can appreciate Ishvara. Pujya Swamiji used to highlight this aspect, that whenever we have emotion, we can appreciate that this emotion is because of or the manifestation of the order of Ishvara, psychological order. And if you see that my emotions are in order, that order is Ishvara, then my emotions are also manifestation of Ishvara. Therefore, we don't feel sad about being sad. Means what? Some sadness was there, and now we have got secondary sadness. What? Why am I sad? I am so sad that I was so sad. So secondary infection and how it happens. Similarly, secondary sadness that we can reduce or avoid by seeing that even my sadness is this manifestation of order of Ishvara. It is not that we work for sadness. We did not work for, we should not also work for sadness. But sadness is bound to happen. Every now and then, as long as a person is ignorant, not attain Jnana Nishtha, his sadness is bound to come. And at that time also, I appreciate Ishvara. If I have got compassion for people, that also is Ishvara. I love people, that also is manifestation of Ishvara. So that is one type of vibhuti, manifestation of Ishvara. Other is the entire gross universe. All the mountains, rivers, trees, all of them we are seeing. They are also manifestation of Ishvara. And that was presented in the 6th shloka, saying that Sapta Maharshayaha, Vishwamitra, Jamagdi, Bharadvaja, Gautama, Atri, Vashishta, Kashyapaha, Rishayaha. In the Sandhya Vandanam, they remember. So, Sapta Rishis and Manus, those who are the presiding over particular period of time, all of them are born of my mind, and all other people are born of those Sapta Manu, Sapta Rishis and Chatvara Manus. So either they are connected, all people we are seeing now, they are either connected through knowledge to all rishis or connected through birth. My father's same generation, Kashyapa will be there or Gautama will be there. So that's why we have got Gotra. Gotra shows what? I am connected to this rishi. And in the last class we saw that seeing oneself to be connected to the rishi is a source of inspiration to study. See, our rishis, our forefathers, they worked so hard to preserve this knowledge. Let us study. And if we can't study, at least help those people who are studying. If we can't study Vedas, at least we help those who are studying Vedas, who are studying Vedantas. So we remember our connection. And Bhagavan says, those rishis are my manifestation, and you are their rishis manifestation, and therefore you are always connected to Ishvara. Puja Swamiji used to highlight this, that if I feel that I am connected to Ishvara, I will be relatively free from fear and sense of loneliness, alienation. Many people have this issue. What? Swamiji, I feel very lonely. Even though I am staying in a family, but I feel lonely. Why you feel lonely? Because you feel not connected emotionally. And also, when I feel that I am not understood by people, I feel lonely. This is a very important understanding, that feeling of loneliness is because of feeling not understood. I feel that I am staying with my husband or wife, but for 20 years, but he doesn't understand me. She doesn't understand me. Then, in spite of staying together, there will be feeling of loneliness. In the family, if children feel that parents are not understanding, then children will feel loneliness. And that is why afterward these Facebook friends and all these online friends become, because they don't feel connected in the family. And so Bhagavan says, always remember that you are connected with me, Ishvara. More and more we bring in our awareness the connection of Ishvara, less what is called depressed we feel, less frustrated we feel, less lonely we feel. And that is the message given in the 4, 5 and 6. Now Bhagavan in the next shloka is going to talk about knowing Ishvara's Vibhuti. What is the benefit one gets by knowing Ishvara's Vibhuti? One benefit is that we feel connected to Ishvara. Second benefit is that our ego will be reduced, because some great quality is there in us. If we see that this great quality is a manifestation of Ishvara, I cannot claim anything. Really speaking, in this world, you cannot claim anything to be yours, completely yours. You might have worked little bit for that, but nothing is yours. Can you say your children are your product? You cannot say. If your children are your product, then you have designed the child. The child should have this type of nose, this type of ears, this type of intelligence. Then if you are really a producer of children, then you would have designed the child. You did not design, these were given to you. So your children, they are not your children, they are given to you. So people are so proud. See, people can feel good and blessed because of having good children. That's a good thing. But arrogant about it, that my child is not like this, your child. Your child could not come up, whereas my child has gone to the US and gone to Australia and all. There is nothing to be proud about. Yeah, you can feel blessed. I am blessed with good children. That's a good thing. But there is nothing to be proud because so many factors have made them what they are. Therefore, nothing to be proud. So, if you understand Ishvara's Vibhuti, pride will not be there. Jealousy will not be there. If somebody has got good voice, then we appreciate, wow, the Bhagavan's Vibhuti is manifesting through that person, the Vibhuti in the form of singing, Vibhuti in the form of dancing, Vibhuti in the form of writing. So we will have the folded hands when we see the glory, not the anger that, oh, how come he came up, I could not come up. The jealousy is not there. When you see that everything is Ishvara's Vibhuti. And one more benefit which is described here, when you are appreciating Ishvara to be present in the form of everything, everything is Vibhuti of Ishvara, then you are blessed with the ultimate knowledge called Aham Brahmasmi. So this Vishwarupa Jnanam, Vibhuti Darshanam will lead to Aham Brahmasmi. So in our Shastra, this knowledge is presented in 3 stages regarding Ishvara. First is I am Bhaktaha and Ishvara is Bhagavan separate from me. Ishvara is either in Vaikuntha or Ishvara is in Kailasa. That is how we start worshipping Ishvara. So pure Dvaita Bhava is there. I am different, Ishvara is different. So we start our relationship with Ishvara with Dvaita Bhava. Then we are graduated to this Amsha Bhava, that I am a part of Ishvara, Ishvara is everything, I am a part of Ishvara, Vishishta Advaita. And then finally what? Advaita. What? I am one with Ishvara. So when you are seeing everything as a Vibhuti of Ishvara, then finally you will be blessed with the knowledge, I am Ishvara. So Vishwarupa Jnanam, Vishwarupa Bhakti or Vibhuti Jnanam will bless the person with Nirguna Brahma Atmaikya Jnanam. That idea is given in this verses 2. Etam Vibhutim Yogam Cha Mamayo Vetti Tattvataha Sovikampena Yogena Yujyate Natra Samshayaha. So Bhagavan says, Yaha, one who Vetti understands, Etam Mama Vibhuti, my glory, which I described in the 4, 5 and 6, this glory of mine, one who knows. And Yogam, here yoga has got the meaning, the power to manifest in a particular form. Ishvara is manifesting as a mountain, means Ishvara has a power to manifest as a mountain. I have got some power to speak, therefore I am able to speak. You have power to listen, therefore you are able to listen. So any manifested activity or manifested thing is implying some power. So Ishvara has power to manifest as all, and that power is called Yoga, which is in the form of Maya Shakti. Brahman has got the Maya Shakti, because of which it is manifesting in the form of everything. That Yoga and my Vibhuti, one who knows Tattvataha as it is, that this Brahman with Maya Shakti without undergoing change is available as the entire universe. In this manner, one who knows Vibhuti, Saha, that person, Yujyate, is associated with, blessed with, Avikampena Yogena. By yoga here has got the meaning right vision. What type of right vision? Avikampa, unshakable right vision. What is unshakable right vision? I am Brahma. So when you are appreciating Vibhuti of Ishvara, you are doing upasana, meditating on the glories of Ishvara everywhere, then you are blessed with the knowledge, with abidance that I am Brahman. And by this knowledge I am Brahman, you become completely free from samsara. So in this shloka, the connection between the Vibhuti Darshanam and Nirguna Brahma Jnanam is presented. Now, in the next shloka, Bhagavan is talking about those devotees who are these Vibhuti Darshanaha. So those who are having the vision of Vibhuti everywhere. What will be their mind frame? What will be their understanding? Because of which they are blessed with the ultimate vision. That is presented in the 8th shloka. Aham sarvasya prabhavah mattas sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitaah. So in the previous shloka, the connection between Vibhuti Darshanam, seeing the glory of Ishvara everywhere, and the ultimate vision was presented. Now, what type of devotees will be able to have that ultimate vision? Those devotees are described in this shloka. The devotees matva, having understood, bhajante, they worship. What is their understanding? Aham means Ishvara, the Lord. Sarvasya prabhavaha, I am the source of everything. Ishvara is the source of everything. Science is struggling to find out what is the fundamental cause. They have reached only up to Big Bang, the singularity, that there is one some entity which is the singularity they call it. And what is the nature of that singularity they don't. And science has agreed also that we will never know what that singularity is. Because that singularity, what they call singularity, is having so intense density that light cannot penetrate. And whatever we can know about what was there some 14 billion years ago is based on light, and rays of light cannot pass through that. And therefore, we will never know. Science says we will never know. Whereas our Vedanta is talking about that what is the fundamental cause? That fundamental cause is Ishvaraha. And what is that Ishvara? That also is presented. That which is existence, consciousness is presented. So science is struggling. And therefore we say that what is the ultimate cause of this universe? For that Shastra alone is proper. Many people have got difficulty with this idea that Shastra, the scriptures, the Vedas, they alone are the pramanam for knowing what is the source of everything. Ishvara is the source of everything. And mattaha sarvam pravartate. From me, Ishvara alone, sarvam, everything. Everything means sustenance and dissolution. Pravartate happens. So Ishvara is Srishti, Sthiti, Laya, Karanam. The cause for creation, sustenance and dissolution. And therefore, he alone is manifesting as all. Like clay is the cause for creation, sustenance and dissolution of all parts. Therefore, clay alone is manifesting as all parts. Similarly, Ishvara being the cause of everything, Ishvara alone means manifest as all. Iti matva, having considered that, bhajante, they worship. And they are buddhaha. Buddhaha means they are learned people. Means they have understood this. This itself is a very great understanding. It is not that you have to be a scholar in Sanskrit or scholar in Tarka Shastra, Mimamsa, need not be. If this much you understand that everything is manifestation of Ishvara, and you lead your life according to this understanding, that also is important. It should not be a lip service. When I say that everything is Ishvara, then there is no hatred towards anyone. There can be some momentary hatred, it may come, but immediately it is rectified by this understanding that everybody is manifestation of Ishvara. Therefore, your hands are always folded, at least mentally. Wherever you see, it is nothing but the manifestation of Ishvara. Yatra yatra manoyati, tatra tatra tava pada pankajam. That is the appreciation of devotee. Wherever the mind goes, there are feet of the Lord. Means there is a presence of Ishvara. So with this attitude, bhajante, bhava samanvitaha, means endowed with devotion. Endowed with devotion, they worship me. Endowed with devotion and endowed with understanding. Because for us, Puja Swami used to say very, very nicely, he said for us, Ishvara is not a matter of belief. Ishvara is a matter of understanding. Yeah, initially you can believe, but finally Ishvara is to be understood. Then only you will have the right attitude based on the understanding of Ishvara. Any attitude which is based on understanding will be sustainable. If the attitude is based on just convention, that it may not last very long. You will be sometimes challenged by some people. Certain attitude you have, like you, when you step on your rupee note, you just beg pardon. You do it. It shows your attitude that you are looking upon this money as Lakshmi. You step on the book, then you ask for pardon. Why? Because your attitude that the book is manifestation of Saraswati. So you have good attitude. You do the rangoli, you do column. But why you are doing, you don't know. My mother was doing, therefore I am doing. But it is the welcoming these devatas. And our house also is the house of Ishvara. That attitude, that understanding is lacking. So people do it. And the next generation, the generation Z, they call it now. So generation Z, when it asks you question, you don't have answer. And they will poo-poo you. They will say that you people are superstitious. You do not have any understanding and simply mechanically you are doing. We will not follow. And therefore you have to keep quiet. You get angry a little bit, but you don't have answer. Therefore, whatever cultural forms we have, we need to have the understanding why we are doing what we are doing. So that next generation, when they ask, you are not shaken. Sometimes what happens, if somebody asks you some question, and if you don't have the answer, then that person's question becomes your question. Because you don't have answer. Earlier you did not have question. You were just following. But when somebody asks and you are not able to answer, then you also get a doubt. It's true. Why am I doing? About Shraddha, the modern generation will ask, he said, you are feeding to these Brahmanas. How this food will go to my Tata? How will it go? Maybe my Tata has got the birth in other body also. How do you know? Did your Tata write to you? Did our Tata write to us? Let's see, I am in Pitraloka, so you please send Shraddham. So what is the guarantee? They ask this question and you don't have answer. So let us understand, yes, it is based on the Shraddha. In fact, Shraddhaya kriyate tat Shraddham. So Shraddha is the main thing. But you can tell them, this is our way of expressing our gratitude to our forefathers. And we have some basis in Shastra. Shastra, according to you, may not be right, but may be right also. May be right, may not be right. And by chance it is right, then better we do it. We love our parents, grandparents, and therefore, not taking chance, we do it. And anyway, we are not doing anything wrong. We are just serving some Brahmins. And we are not like borrowing and doing it. We have and we share. And but if that person has got already some birth somewhere, doesn't matter. this our whatever we have done, the subtle effect of it will go to the person wherever he is. Paramacharya used to give this example. He said, if you send a post to somebody and that person has left that particular place, olden days, nowadays I don't know, it is called redirected. They used to write redirected. So it will be, they will ask, the good postman will ask where these people have gone. Or on that place itself written, address change. So that postman, good postman will write and it will go there. So if our local government can do this, why not Ishvara government also do that? We have this answer. At least we have to be clear whether our answers are convincing to our future generations or not. At least we do. We tell them that this is what we have been doing. It is good for us and good for them. When a person does Shraddham, it is not only they are blessed, the people who are doing are also blessed. And therefore we do it. So here also this Buddhaha, these people are learned, they are understanding what is Ishvara and what is their is manifestation. With this attitude they are worshipping Ishvara. So the worship Bhagavan with understanding, then your bhakti will be stronger. People say that you are going to the temple, you are going and you feel good about it. But why are you going to the temple? They say Ishvara is everywhere, you are telling. Then why are you going to the temple? This is a very common question. Ishvara is everywhere, why should you go to the temple? Swami Chinmayanji gave very good answer. He says, air is everywhere. But if you have to fill the air in your tire, can you put the air like this? You have to have particular device to put the air inside. Even though air is everywhere. Similarly, to get charged, even though Ishvara is in the form of charge, the power is everywhere. But to get connected to Ishvara in a particular way, we go to the temple. So Ishvara is like the temple is like a compressor, no? So from that only we can get air. It's very, very intelligent answer. That there is a logic behind that. And also there are so many people come and pray in the temple. And therefore that prayers has created one atmosphere. Nowadays modern generations also talk about vibes, vibes. They talk vibes. So we tell them in language of vibes. So there will be a better vibes. For vibes we go there. So they have to accept vibes we go. So there is an answer, there is understanding. But we don't have sometimes the mind to understand. And then we complain that our children don't follow. And they give example what? Swamiji, when we were small, we were always following our parents. We did not question our parents. Our children are not following us. Because you are the children of your parents. Whereas these children are the children of you. Different. So there is a difference, no? And also you were in the previous generation. You were maybe baby boomers generation. Now they have got a name for all generations. Before 1948, they are called silent generation. 1948 to 64, they are called baby boomer generation. They have a name. And after 98 to 2012 or something, they are called Generation Z. They have a name for that. So your Generation Z and you were baby boomers generation. Therefore what? It will be different. Generation gap they call it, no? Generation gap will be there. We accept that. And this is by the way, but it is useful, so I am telling. Your duty is to give them samskara, provide the opportunity to understand right things. When occasion comes, you tell them. But if they don't listen to you and they do not follow our culture, you need not feel bad about it. Many parents, they feel bad. Swamiji, I took my child to this Balvihar and all this. Still, my child is now behaving, now he is 20, 25 and he is behaving like an Astika. and he's planning to marry somebody who is outside our community and all. So what, Swamiji? I feel guilty whether I brought up my child properly or not. This one question people have, this generation people, baby boomer generation people have this question. Answer is that I really told one person. I said, see, the farmer can give manure, can give water to the plant, but he cannot change the very the species of the plant. However much water is given, manure is given, neem will be neem only. Neem cannot become mango. Or this methi plant will not become, methi means fenugreek. It will not become a sweet plant. That is how it is. So, you are like a farmer. You can give the manure and water of good education, good culture from your side. But they have their own samskara. They have come with their own particular samskara from the past life. So it is like a neem plant. You give water and manure and all this, but still neem will be neem only. So you have only some scope to change them. You cannot completely change them. Like in neem, maybe you can make a better neem. If neem plant is there, you can make a better neem. You cannot make the neem plant a mango plant. You can make neem as a better neem. Similarly, everybody has got his own samskara. See, if you see even yourself, to the extent our parents were following, we are not following. We also have diluted. In fact, our parents also may be a little bit angry that see, in our time you are doing, you are not doing. So it is a law of this dilution. Further dilution happens. Further. So this is how it is. We try our best. That is in our hand. Karmani eva te adhikara. Our duty is to give them good education, good samskara. But in spite of our attempts, if things go differently, we pray for them. We don't hate them. We don't say that you don't show your face to me and all this. That is one extreme people, parents are there. They have got their own background to be what they are. So this Buddhaha, the learned people who are appreciating Ishvara everywhere. And with that devotion, they worship Bhagavan. And what will be their lifestyle? That is presented in the next shloka. Macchitta madgata pranaha bodhayantah parasparam kathayantascha mam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. Very beautiful description. How devotees of Ishvara would be. It's a very great source of inspiration, this description. One is Macchittaha. Devotees, Bhagavan says, my devotees are having their mind fixed on me. Because whomsoever you love, your mind will go to that person. You don't have to try. Like a car will be going in the downward slope only. If you leave it, it will go there only. Similarly, if you have love for Ishvara, then it is very natural thing to happen. Your mind will go to Ishvara. So, Macchittaha means their mind is fixed on me. Whatever happens, they remember Ishvara. If pleasant thing happens, oh, Ishvara's grace. Unpleasant thing happens, Bhagavan wants me to learn something. So, Sukhavasane idameva saram, Dukkhavasane idameva gneyam. So, whether the Sukha is getting over, still Bhagavan alone is to be understood. Dukkha is getting over, still Bhagavan alone is to be remembered. So, in Sukha also we remember Bhagavan, Dukha also we remember. Generally we remember Bhagwan when Dukha. Sukha when happens that Bhagwan is forgotten. In Gujarati they say that सुख में दुख में सुमिरन प्रभु का भगवान का एंड सुख में सुमिरन सोनी का. सोनी मीन्स गोल्ड स्मिथ. So goldsmith means you are happy, prosperous, so you think, oh, let me have some ornaments. So sukh mein soni ka smaran and dukh mein Bhagwan. So Bhagwan also will smile. Arey beta tu aa gaya abhi please. When everything was going well, you didn't remember. That time also you remember. Kabira said that dukh mein sumiran sab kare, sukh mein kare na koi. सुख में जो सुमिरन करे दुख काहे को होई. Means what? People remember Bhagwan only in Dukha. If person remembers Bhagwan in Sukha also, then Dukha also will not be there. Even though the challenging situation will be there, but if you have remembered Bhagwan in all the situations, Dukha will not be Dukha. Dukha becomes sorrow. There is a difference. Pain becomes sorrow when you resist pain. Pain by itself is not sorrow. Pain becomes sorrow when you resist pain. So these bhaktas are machittaha, always thinking about Bhagwan. And madgata pranaha. All prana means all the organs are also directed to Bhagwan. All the activities are also directed to Bhagwan. Means whatever I do, yadyat karomi tadakhilam shambho tavaradanam. Kayena vacha manasendriyerva buddhyatmanava prakrute svabhavat. Karomi yadyat sakalam paraspai narayanayeti samarpayami. Everything is directed to Bhagwan. All activities are somehow or the other connected to Bhagwan. Bodhayantah parasparam. They are sharing their understanding of Ishvara with each other. When they meet their co-students or co-devotees, they always say how our Bhagwan is so gracious. So they share the glory of Ishvaras to each other. Kathayantaha. They are talking about my kathayantascha mam. They are talking about me to their juniors. Somebody wants to understand about Ishvara, they will be talking about that. So to their co-students or co-devotees, co-sadhakas, they share their knowledge. And the new entrants, they teach them about Ishvara. And nityam tushyanti. They are ever satisfied. With this pursuit of bhakti, they are ever satisfied. Not only satisfied, ramanti cha, delighted. There is a difference between satisfied and ramanti. Satisfied means you do not have complaint. Ramanti means positively delighted. Like you get regular food, you are satisfied. But special food is what? Ramanti, extra. So this is Bhagavan, these bhaktas, not only tushyanti, not only they are satisfied with what they have, they are ramanti, they are reveling in the glory of Ishvara. So, happiness is a sign of devotion. More and more happiness is coming in your life, means you are able to remain happy, means you are growing in your devotion. People ask this question, Swamiji, how do I know that I am growing spiritually? One sign is you are satisfied with the world, you are satisfied with yourself. And further, you are happy with the world and you are happy with yourself. That is the sign of your growing devotion. Growing spirituality. Spirituality doesn't mean spirituality is grown up with horns or something like. You will not get the grow horns. The spirituality you are growing, it means that you will be satisfied with the world. You have lesser and lesser complaints about the world. You have lesser and lesser complaints about yourself. And you are happy with the world, you are happy with yourself. So similarly, these people are enjoying their devotion. They don't ask this question, how long I have to do devotion, how long I have to be a devotee, how long I have to worship Bhagavan. How long I have to do this Sankirtanam? How long I have to do this Vishwarupa Puja? That question is not there. When you like something, you don't ask this question. How long I have to be happy? Nobody asks this question. When you are happy, you don't complain. Similarly, when you are happy being devoted to Bhagavan, there is no complaint. They are delighted in this devotional activities. So this is the description of devotees. And to such devotees, Bhagavan will bless with the highest knowledge. That idea is given in the next sloka. We'll see in the next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya